What is up, everybody? How's your weekend? Somebody reminded me yesterday we have an hour and a half show coming up, but looks like again it's the Colby and Kyle show because
Yeah.
no response from our counterparts, Jimmy and Burns. Jimmy's home. I know he is opening up a new business as he made a claim to from I think his Instagram or his Twitter, painting a wall. So maybe we know he's a busy guy. Partially give him the benefit of the doubt. Is Burns streaming right now?
No, I checked.
He's
And
not
Jimmy,
streaming right now.
nope, and Jimmy is
Hold
on.
on.
Burns is not streaming. He just hasn't responded.
But is Burns on the game? Is the
Oh,
question.
I didn't check that. Good look.
Uh-oh.
I also started
you just
a new
fuzzed out on
business
us
today.
a little bit. How's your connection doing? Burns is not on the game. He was an hour ago. Fuck you, Burns. It's done.
I
It's
also
all
have.
over.
I also started a new business today.
What is it?
I'm gonna start a marijuana coffee spot. I know I've talked about it
Ooh.
before. I'm gonna call it Chronics. It's like Sonics, but Chronics.
I remember that. I like the name.
I know I've gone in full detail, I think, on this show before. Sorry, I'm half shirt on because us Seattle boys here. We're the guys who complain when it's too rainy, and then the first couple of days it's sun. I'm like, get me out of this thing, dude.
Yeah, see, you need to get that AC heat pump life.
Yeah, I got an AC unit in the baby's room here to keep her cool at night, and then I got like a little one in our room. So last night I came in here. For those of you who don't know, yeah, YouTube videos are back, and I was gonna come edit my video. It's already filmed, and I was like, nope, I'm gonna die if I'm in there.
So you didn't edit it?
Well, it's edited. I just gotta take out some of the start of the stunt.
Oh yeah, the
Oh,
stunt
man,
that you did.
stunt,
We can
man,
tell him about the
stunt,
stunt
man.
because the stunt will be up.
Yeah, stunt will be up. Everything, yeah.
I'm
What was
trying
I
to
gonna-
convince Colby to open up his Instagram and be a stunt man, not necessarily a real stunt man, like a super shitty stunt man, because he's already like.
parody.
Because then I could go in my video like, hey, my name's Epic MTD. This is Stuntman Colby, and then people are gonna know Stuntman Colby, you know. And
But if you can give us a better name than that, I'm all
Yeah,
ears. But
yeah.
check it first. Don't just be like, "Oh, get this," because it's not there.
the reason I said Stuntman Colby is because my one of my favorite gamer tags I ever switched to was Stuntman Kyle. Like it was like the perfect fucking gamer tag. It did get removed.
Dude, I had,
And
some
I
great-
forgot that I had, when we were thinking of your name, I forgot that I had it. I'm like, no, there better not be fucking Stuntman Kyle on Instagram. But it's crazy because everything's taken on Instagram. What was your big like 333 idea?
So I had a backup plan. So when I was like trying to think, okay, I don't want maybe it's time to start thinking about a different last name. Maybe make up my own last name like Rex, whatever I want to do. Then I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna upload everything at 3:33. Everything's gonna be 3 minutes and 33 seconds long. Genius idea. Rebrand
at
myself
3:33 p.m. too.
Yeah.
That's
so
where you're
3:33.
fucking yourself right there.
Well, that's noon my time, our time.
Oh, you wouldn't do it just.
I would upload it at 3:33. The first 3:33 you can be, which is Eastern, so it'd be 12:33.
I think the problem here, I already see the problem is you had trouble doing your own Instagram every single day. You had like a little bit of trouble on like YouTube cranking it out, but now you're gonna try and limit yourself to fucking 3:33 every single day.
Well, if you
There
got a
could be
day ahead, it would be easier. Anyway, the point of the story is, though, I can't do it. It's gone. Name's gone. Who would have known? Who would have thought? Who has that?
No, I say you go no numbers. Yeah, I don't
I
think
say
you
I
can
just go no name. No name Colby.
Yeah, you could be that. Just no numbers. I think like I can't believe I had wrote out Mr. Technical Difficult 2 for so long. Like how corny is that, dude? I can't. It makes me want to punch myself in the face. Also, if you notice how clean I'm looking, are you using your camera as well?
Yeah, I'm using the Cam Link.
Yeah, we're both using our Sony vlog cameras, I guess you would call it, which really nice quality, and I know it's looking sharp.
Yeah, it's crazy. I think it's.
I got a dildo here, but
I think too, like the thing that's different with this is, so when I would use even like the Logitech one, I think it would film nice on like my side, but when I would send you guys the signal to like no, because you're recording all this, I think by the time it got to you, it just it cut it out so much. But I feel like this camera,
yeah, it does fuzz in and
reserve
fuzz
some of
out a little bit, but you're sending that to me. Mine's looking super crispy because it's on my native platform.
yeah, there we got a little more light up in here.
Yeah.
Oh, Well, native platform. What else? Yeah, I was getting into something at the start
Representing
of
the
this
Dude
post.
Comedy merch though. That's what's up.
What was I?
OG.
What was I about to make fun of Jimmy for? That's what I started with my I'm gonna make a business idea, and then I completely.
He was painting his business.
I
They're
don't know.
both fuck wags. I don't
Yeah,
know.
we're gonna take the show on the road, man.
Dude, was it just me and you in the last one, or Burns? Or was it all of us, or did Burns make an
Oh, it was
appearance?
Burns. It was
Oh yeah,
Burns.
yeah, yeah. Well, Burns was here physically, mentally. He was fucking gone. I mean, it was a What was it, Thursday? Fortnite. The season 5 just came out. Okay, we'll give him that.
Now he loses it now, dude. He hasn't even responded in here.
Yeah, he was on when I said something. He was on. He was gaming. When is this? Did he stream it all this morning?
No, I looked. I looked.
Well, that, my friends, I think, yeah, I think we can take it from just, what the fuck, dude? There's a whole shitload of crows fighting on my front tree. What the fuck, dude? They're gonna break. There's 3 of them sitting on, those skinny little trees I have out front.
Yeah, crow battle.
What the fuck are they doing?
Oh, hey, I don't know. I had a thought. Which so
I'm about to go annihilate them.
like you have a case. If you were to do this, I wouldn't think this of you because you have a big yard, or even like Jimmy's yard. Like I saw a video of him, like he's like, oh, freshly mowed edge. Like if you guys had a landscaper, it would make sense, because like that's hard,
Yeah.
But for where I live, and this is gonna sound super like douchebaggy of me, but I lose so much respect for your perfect lawn when I walk my dog and baby in the morning at 8 in the morning, and you got 4 gardeners out there. You know what I mean? They had 4, and this whole time, I've thought that this house, so it's the corner one, like where you do the roundabout.
Yeah.
The corner one, it's like immaculate. It's like perfect. It's always edged nice. It has all the lights in there. It has flowers leading up to it. Really nice yard. I mean, and we don't have like big yards in this neighborhood. You only have like a patch to work with.
Mm-hmm.
So it's pretty easy to keep up with it. And I'm like, man, they do a really good job. Until today, I freaking saw that.
You
Text my
fucking
wife.
caught him red-handed.
Yeah, and she was like, no way, dude.
Yeah, I got a pretty large yard that's like maintained, and I mean, sometimes it looks like shit, but we don't even have somebody do it because actually we got a quote for it, and they're like starting cost of $2,500, and that's gonna be $400 a week, and I'm like, no thanks.
Yeah,
like, I'll fucking pick some weeds if I have to, because that's about the only problem is.
I do. I pay about 110 at the start of. Or so I guess it's at the end of like fall when it starts to get nice out. I'll pay like $110 for a one day. This guy comes and he kind of like cleans up everything, like all the little stuff here and there.
Yeah.
So I mean, then I take over and kill it. Like I'm like killed in a bad way. Like everything's dead right now, but it's comeback season.
Yeah, but it's a fucking cycle, dude. That's why I'm like, I gotta put that much effort into doing that when it just comes right back.
So I was actually thinking about getting field turf, right? Because my neighbor's gonna get it.
That would be sweet.
But then Ken's like, no, dude, it's like super cancer causing, and I'm like, no, they put it in high schools and stuff. He goes, no, I know, like I know exactly. Like he sent me a thing, and this is Ken, by the way. American red blood, red meat eating, beer drinking, like doesn't give a care in the world about anything. And he sent me that, and it was like, for the process that they do, the chemicals that come off of like the tires and stuff is like super bad.
But are we getting the end product, or is it just the people in the factory? Like, fuck the people in the factory, dude.
No. He said the article that he sent was saying that like people who played on it like for an extended period of time are the ones having issues. And I was like, dang, that sucks.
Like us?
I guess that's what I'm saying. But when we were talking about it,
I ain't buying it, dude. Everything fucking causes cancer. That's my biggest issue with like
barbecuing does now. I saw it yesterday.
Dude, literally fucking everything causes cancer. You know what? Because a shitload of people get cancer, and they're like, well, if he barbecued, he's a really big barbecue guy, and they're like, that must have caused cancer. But it's just insane.
I've had the deep thought. It says the deep thought is the biggest cause of cancer is research.
Oh. Yeah, I guess. But there are things that are like ultimate, like be like, all right, you're getting cancer in 2 weeks, motherfucker. Yeah, but the thing is, my mom smoked her whole life. She doesn't have cancer. I mean, it's it's pick and choose. Like, there's no exact science to it. There's no like, hey, you're for sure getting fucking cancer type of thing. Unless unless you are like radiation type, like nuke zones and shit. But like power lines, a power line goes through our neighborhood, a big fucking one, and that shit causes cancer. You know, I mean, it's everything causes cancer. The problem is like we just can't be satisfied with living 60 years, 70 years. Like the people are like not satisfied until they're fucking like can't walk old shit, you know? It's like fuck yeah, everything's going to cause cancer. Like it's just like there's literally no way to not, like, unless we go back and, you know, to like the old times of fucking, you
Well, yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah. You've talked about it before, and I think you have a really good pulse on it, where it's like the world knows what's wrong, but still continues to like do it. You know?
Oh yeah, that's what was I saying to you? Who was I having a talk with? I'm like, it literally doesn't matter. I might have said it last show. Like, it doesn't matter what we even figure out. Like,
Yeah, I
if
think it was
we
last show you said it.
if we knew for 100% fact, which we probably actually do, that at the rate we're going in life, you know, pollution, global warming, and all that stuff, if we 100% knew, which we probably do, which the scientists fucking know, you're still not gonna be able to stop it. That's how fucking pathetic the human race is. Like, we
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
know
yeah.
what is gonna be our end, or at least one cause, you know, but we just can't change our ways. You know, there's way too much money. Like, people are so sucked into the now that they don't give a fuck about later, which I've done that shit too. Like I'm gonna go fucking buy this
Well,
razor
think
now.
about
I'll figure out how I'm gonna make my house payment later. That's, you know, that's
Well, think about it as on a smaller scale, as like, I mean, it's the easiest one to compare to. But think about like when you're like, oh, do I go buy a condom or just go for it? You know, like you run
yeah.
the risk.
You're living in that fucking moment when you're like horny and shit. You're like I bet you there's been times where
That's a
like,
great comparison, though. Like,
yeah,
you know,
there's been times where you've been so horny with this girl and like you're so fucking into sex. You're like, should I just nut in you? Or like, and then you guys are both probably just like, yeah, let's, like, Rachel's actually really good at not, like, I've done it before with her. I'm like, I'm just going to, you know, and she's like, no, don't. And I'm like, okay, that just turned me off. You're supposed to say yes. But like, you were just so fucking horny. You literally didn't give a shit. You're like, this would be so much better if I fucking nutted in her, right? But then like immediately like, you don't really think about the, you know, not yeah, the long term consequences, but like,
I mean, yeah, you don't want to call it a consequence, but like at the wrong time with the
yeah,
wrong person, that's a consequence.
yeah, but
You
yeah,
know?
even like, it's like you're gonna go get an abortion.
Someone's typing. Oh, Jimmy will be here in 5.
You're gonna go get an abortion or something, and you're like,
No, we don't say that word. We call them smishmortions.
schmortions, and then you didn't. You're like, fucking a, I didn't know me nutting in her would cost $400. Like, you just didn't think about it. You just wanted a fucking nut in her, right?
But this just to tie it all together. That's the perfect example of knowing that something bad can happen, and then still leading your like still going in the direction of this. I'm still doing it.
Yeah, no, you
I mean,
live for that. You live for that moment of. I mean, it's like a drug, man. You're just living for that fucking moment.
you could do the. I mean, you could do the same thing with like we talked about before, like just like getting a DUI. Like at 3 drinks, yeah, you probably feel fine, but you're gonna fail the test.
Oh yeah,
And then we're. I mean, I'm not saying like I'm not like condoning it ever, yada yada yada, because I know people like at 6 or 7 you're causing damage to somebody, you're killing somebody, But like
yeah.
at 3, I understand the argument. Like okay, like I don't feel it.
I feel fine. I
Yeah,
feel fine.
but if you get pulled over, that's like a nine to $15,000 mistake you just made.
And it doesn't. Yeah, even if you weren't under like the limit of .08 and you had like a couple beers and you were at like .05 and you still fucking hit and killed somebody, you're probably still gonna be liable for that.
Oh, you're
no, even if it was like that person's fault. You remember? Well, actually, remember who was the dude?
For sure.
Who was the manslaughter NFL dude?
Dante Stallworth.
Yeah.
Dante
So
Stallworth.
he the next morning or whenever.
Let me check what his BAC was while you talk 1 sec.
Yeah, he hit a fucking person who walked in the middle in front of his car, and it just so happened to be that he had some alcohol in his system. And I believe he got a manslaughter charge.
Yeah, it says the Cleveland Browns Dante Stallworth charged with DUI manslaughter. His alcohol level was .12, and it was the next morning. But but still, it was. I remember the story. His friends all left, and then there was like an altercation going on where he was supposed to be at. So then he left the club, whatever, at like 3 a.m. and was on like a freeway or a highway, and the jogger ran out on there. And he wasn't even like, I mean, yeah, he was, he's on a highway. He's probably going 60, 70.
Yeah.
But he only got 30 days in jail, which seems kind of, I mean, I know he's settled and paid a lot of money, but
He paid a shitload. It wasn't that, I mean, as fucked up as it is, I don't know who the person was, but like, suing somebody in, what the fuck is a car? I can't think of it right now. Like a lawsuit. So OJ, he lost the criminal one, but there was the, what was the other trial? Civil trial? I think it was civil trial.
The civil suit.
Yeah, so it's crazy. Like, I mean, I get it to a point, but it's like, so somebody in your family dies, and then you, like, what is suing them for? Like, it's pathetic that like money has to be exchanged in somebody's death. Like, so somebody who had literally nothing to do with it, and your daughter died. Like, why the fuck are you getting millions and millions of dollars? Like, I don't understand that part.
Well, that's like, that's, I see it as just connected to the family. But when she got all hers, it was like, it made sense. Like, that person was taken from her life forever. So,
well,
the bar paid, the driver paid, and like the city paid. So
wait, for what? Who?
Lita's sister.
What happened again?
Yeah, I'm not bringing that up.
Fuck. Well,
deep.
You fucking just sprung that out of nowhere. I didn't know what you were talking about.
You knew that.
No, I know, but no, I didn't know what you never said her sister. You just said she, had to do this.
Oh, sorry.
This,
Yeah. Well, she got money from everybody.
Okay.
She won the civil suit.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess I kind of get it, but like, what? I mean, does that make the person over there unhappy? Like, I get it, and at the same time, I'm like, it's just like why is money exchanged in somebody's death?
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like you hope you're never in this situation to have to learn, to have to find out,
Yeah, but it's
because
like,
that's just not a good thing. Like, you don't want to like have to experience it to then know if it does matter. You know what I mean?
Yeah, fuck. But what I'm saying is just like, how? Okay, so you get somebody that you're wrongly fired from your job. You're fired from your job because you're fucking white, right?
Speaking of white.
Yeah, you're fired from your job because you're white. That is your job. That is your livelihood. Sue that fucking company for money. Somebody kills. I mean, in the case of Nicole Brown, it was her parents that sued, I believed. But like, she had no financial connection like to her parents. Yet she's suing OJ for fucking millions and millions of dollars for her parents who had no financial connection to Nicole Brown. That just seems fucking weird to me. I mean, I would do it.
I think there's case by case basis, but I agree.
Jimmy, you got a mic.
Oh.
Can't hear you.
Now we can.
There you are.
I wasn't talking. I was listening. I was trying not to be rude. You were in the middle of something. You sounded serious.
Jimbo, what's up?
Fuck Burns.
Dude, you're looking buff, dude.
Your camera's looking different.
I know. That's what I was looking at. What the hell's wrong with it?
Yeah, it looks fucking like
contrast, maybe.
Yeah, it looks like you got some contrast ripping up. Look how clean we're looking right now. How impressive is that?
Yeah, you guys look good.
Jimmy, before we go any further, can you do me a big, huge favor and look and see if we had an ad? Because we don't have access to that.
Sure.
Thanks, buddy. And tell us how you've been.
Good, man. Good. Got Dish coming out today to fix all the dish issues from the lightning strike.
Bitches.
Bryce just got done live streaming, hosted my live stream today.
How many were in there?
I had he had over 100 the whole time.
Oh, damn.
Got 1 or 2 wins, I think. Him and Joker playing together. They're pretty solid. I mean, there was one, Bryce had like 5 kills and Joker had like 13 or 14.
Is Bryce better than you?
Yeah. He's a PC player, but yeah, he's pretty good.
Oh, interesting.
Okay, what am I? Okay.
That little PC crossover, huh?
Yeah.
Cracky.
Why does my camera look like that?
Yeah, so Kyle, just really quick, I did find that article. There's a bunch of them, but the one from Men's Health is did artificial turf give more than 200 soccer players cancer? And then CNN's was soccer players cancer ignite debate over field turf safety. That's crazy.
I ain't feeling it. Maybe one field.
Okay, where are we at?
Oh, it was in Washington State too.
July 16th.
July 16th. So
Please don't say first spot. Please don't say first spot. Please don't say first spot.
Today's Monday?
Yeah.
Episode, okay. The week of July 16th, episode 1, spot 2, LEESA.
So we better do it right. Where's the read? I'll read it.
Where's Burns?
That was my thing.
Is
I know
it
you
in
sent
Burns' email?
Yeah.
I'll read it straight up. Didn't you forward it to all of us?
Let me go check my email. You guys keep entertaining. I'll figure it out.
Okay. Here's the order right here. It's got to be the same. Talking points for 7-9 though.
Here are the talking points for your next read on 7/16. This is
okay. Before you read it, let's talk for a minute, just in case they go back. They're not just like, look how unprepared these dumbasses are.
We're doing it. We do it live, man.
We do it fucking live, man. We don't give a rip.
Jimmy, what's the new business, man? You've been painting?
Oh, we're opening we talk about that afterwards. I got it up. I'm going to do it. Are we ready?
Go. Hit it.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be my first ad read.
Hit it, man. I like how you just come in and it's just like, but like you at least are here. And Burns was gaming, hasn't said shit. It's fucking Monday. I'm tired of doing this shit at 3:00 and fucking scrambling. Fuck Burns.
Well, I tried to get done with everything.
Yeah,
honestly, optimistically, realistically, I'm trying to make sure I hit at least one episode a week, even through all the scheduling and what's going on. Both, of course, but
we know you're a busy guy.
Whatever, dude. I am a meme on Dude Comedy now with the whole.
You're fucking here right now. Burns.
I know.
Okay, Burns literally does fucking nothing, literally nothing, and he is not here. And says nothing.
Again.
And says nothing when he is here.
Well, one thing I can say is I'm literally not missing shows due to laziness.
No.
That's not ever.
No.
Ever.
No.
All right.
Read it.
Speaking of laziness, this is a way to cure that, because did you know that laziness is actually cured by getting a good night's rest? That is totally false. I made that up. That is not factual at all.
It can though if you're on a LEESA.
This episode is sponsored by LEESA, and I know at least 3 out of 4 of us, maybe all 4 of us, sleep on a LEESA mattress every night. A quality night's sleep helps you recover from distractions faster. It prevents burnout, makes better decisions, improves your memory, and overall you make fewer mistakes, especially when you're playing Fortnite. That's right. A LEESA mattress will up your KD and your win ratio in Fortnite. It's not marketing. It's science. To design a better mattress, LEESA leveraged 30 years of experience and hundreds of hours of testing or science to develop the perfect mattress for all body shapes and sleeping styles. Now, LEESA's mission is to provide a better night's sleep for everybody. Through their 110 program, they donate 1 mattress for every 10 they sell. That's more than 26,000 mattresses and counting. So it's not just a company that has a pristine product. They also give back. LEESA strives to leave the world better where they found it, but that doesn't stop with mattress donations. Together with the Arbor Day Foundation, LEESA plants 1 tree for every mattress they sell and are committed to planting 1 million trees by 2025. So don't miss out on the summer savings. Get $160 off a LEESA mattress at leesa.com/Dude Comedy. Link is in the description. We all use this product. This is not just us giving you an advertisement. I literally sleep on mine every night. I vouch for it. It's the coolest thing when you unbox it, because it comes in this itty bitty box, and then all of a sudden,
boom.
Yeah, there's no awkward mattress sales. You literally order it like any other thing.
Yeah, and that's it. That's my first live read.
We don't need Burns no more.
That was really good.
But that did spark me a reminder, since I'm just all about fucking trash and Burns today. And you were talking about laziness, right?
I love how that segues right into another trash and Burns.
You were talking about laziness, right? Burns, I'm on one today. If you listen to this, I know you're fucking not gonna.
No, he's gonna listen to it.
Okay, I kind of hope you do. And like partially, I'm joking, but
I don't listen anymore.
Mainly, I'm serious.
My psyche can't handle it. I know I got trashed last time, so I didn't even listen.
Oh, it wasn't bad.
I don't think you really get trashed like you think anymore, Jimmy.
Yeah. No. Speaking of Frozen Colby lazy, oh, he's back.
No.
Speaking of laziness, and you mentioned, how many of us have the LEESA mattress?
3 out of 4, 4 out of 4. I know us 3 sleep on it every night.
Yeah.
right?
Can I go into this or no?
No.
Probably not.
No.
Okay, I won't.
Save it for this one.
All right, I won't.
Jimmy, last episode you were with us. Let me show you. I put you right behind me right here.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I put you right behind me on this episode.
Oh, yeah, by the way, I don't know if you could say the whole time, but I promised everybody an hour and a half episode. I fucking was so high when I said that.
Today, now?
Yeah, but we're already 30 minutes in.
Yeah. You don't have to if you're busy. Yeah, Jimmy, this right here, I had you back on this.
Is that a TV?
Yeah, it's
Turned sideways?
Yeah, it's a TV turned sideways.
Oh, so I was there.
Yeah, you were right behind me.
I got to close my door. I got people here.
All right.
But so the thing with this TV, a lot of people were like, "Ooh, why would you just put like what a waste of a TV?" Let me tell you guys something. It's not a waste of a TV. If anything, this TV, the bottom of the Vizio TV, it burnt out right there. To fix it is $260. To buy a new Vizio TV was like $880. So to fix it, I was like, "Oh, maybe I'll fix it in the side, whatever." So it's the burnt out TV I'm making use out of right now, and eventually I'll fix it.
I've got a burned out Callie's 42-inch Vizio from the Lightning. I think it's burned out. It won't turn on. I'm going to try a different power cable.
Just sell it. There's
So-
gotta be
for
something in there. You just a quick replace. I had a TV blowout like that.
So the people saying that I'm just wasting a 65-inch TV, I'm not. I mean, it was literally just collecting dust.
I think it looks cool in there if you're just using it for. It's like a poster that you can update constantly.
Is the
so
the
my
right
original-
side of
Find
it
a
is
picture
out?
of Burns. Find a picture of Burns and
That's
stick
what I'm gonna do right now.
Oh,
My original idea, Jimmy. So this is my stream setup, right? So I'll be streaming right here. This is where I'm playing the game. So this is where I'll be playing. And then when I get a donation, they
That's
can
smart.
send me. They can send me whatever
you can
picture
have
they
it
want.
like huge out there. No, because you're gonna get like dicks and stuff.
Well,
like
no.
that.
I mean, then I just get
like what Kyle is holding right now.
No. I'll check it first. But yeah, then they can put whatever they want behind me. That was my original plan.
That's
Man,
cool.
I'm looking crispy.
You
as
ever
crisp.
get
Dude,
pissed?
mine. I have some contrast fuzz. It's actually kind of cool looking. It's like
It's almost cartoony.
it's something's up.
You ever
I'll
get
fix it
pissed
later.
while you're gaming and go and punch that bag?
Sometimes.
Just fucking fuck you.
That bag is kind of if you ever go watch my channel and you read comments, that bag is kind of part of the channel because I do a lot of face cam commentaries.
Yeah.
And that bag just starts moving on its own a lot.
Ooh, dude, that's like every single night. I always joke with Rachel. I'm like, oh, the demon's here because we'll be laying there. So, like a gust of wind or whatever will come through your house, yada, yada, yada. Every fucking night, like, we'll be in bed for like 45 minutes and like our door would just and crack open. And I'd just be like, the demon's here.
And she's like, stop it, Kyle. It's not funny.
Kind of funny when you type in Minnesota Burns, the first image that comes up, guess what it is? Kyle.
Really?
Yeah, it's Kyle.
It's
Probably when he
Kyle?
was a video when he was at my house. That's probably the thumbnail.
Minnesota Burns.
Because Minnesota boys
Yeah,
don't
it is.
change
It's at
your
Kyle's
ways.
house pre-PAX.
Yeah.
It is.
Well, Jimmy was at my house shortly after that. Or did you ever come to my apartment?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen the
Okay.
video. Someone sent a
Well,
video.
You grilled burger. That's where we saw the kid in his Captain America underwear. We were doing Omegle.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Well, no, I think that was at my house.
Oh,
We
I thought
might
that
have
was
done
an-
both. It might
That was
have
an
been
apartment, dude, because we went up a flight
There
of
you go.
stairs.
There's that guy.
Oh, well, you guys came to my house, though, but I don't know if we recorded anything.
There it
Hey,
is.
is
There
it that you want to punch in my background, Kyle?
Oh, yeah, that fucking face.
So he's home.
He was on Xbox a little bit ago.
So he's probably playing Fortnite right now.
Well, I'll check. If we already checked, but he might be back on. Actually, you know what that motherfucker probably did? He probably went offline.
Oh, he's probably tired of you guys checking on him.
Yeah, I calling him out.
Yeah.
He probably
Jimmy-
went offline. Let's see.
Jimmy, so other than all of the busy stuff you've been doing, have you been playing the new season, or you just been kind of grinding out other stuff?
No, I've been playing. I'm level 32. I mean, Bryce has played a couple times for streams, but other than that, I've been on it.
Yeah, a lot of content, dude. I think that I talked about this with Burns that one episode. It was me and him. I think Fortnite has a pulse on what to do to make. What am I trying to say? They know what to do to make enough content out there to like lead people on to like get millions and millions of views, more exposure. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they give just enough information for like to use you in a way. Like they know that you're going to go make another video that's going to go get 100 to 200 to 300,000 views, even if it might not be what's going to happen.
Yeah, not all mine get that many. Some do, but
Yeah,
I
but
know
you know what I mean. You know what I mean, though.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah,
For sure.
Well, so the thing is, so we're doing that game like Atlas Empires, whatever.
Yeah.
So it's just crazy how you just think like, okay, so there's company, like you've done a project or whatever that you've tried and it maybe didn't really like succeed, right?
I've done a lot of them.
Yeah, but you'd never like fully like jump super deep into the stats and see like, okay, this is the point where it, like the breaking point of where it's not succeeding, So like,
I mean, you see the breaking point when you determine this isn't going to work.
Yeah.
Not necessarily stats, but
yeah, but so like companies like Epic, even like my buddy Sami who's making this game, like he did like an investor email and just super fucking crazy breakdowns, like what I really never even thought of. So what they pretty much, and Epic probably does the same exact thing, and they've done it, I mean, they're basically doing the same process over and over again, changing maps, new skins, yada yada, new stories, whatever. But it's like they know exactly like what to fucking do because they know exactly how the majority of people react, and those stats are probably all shown through like their back end system, and they're like, all right, this is like out of all the things we put out, the 10 things we put out last week, like these are the 2 that just exploded, So for the next one, we're gonna tailor those towards a little more of that. Like they probably saw massive reactions when they changed, a little part of the map, like outside of the shit that we see, like statistic wise, right?
they have
like,
a ton more data.
Like they probably like, well, shit, we did was
dude.
release this map, but this sparked this, 4-stage thing where now people are buying more skins, yada yada yada. So they got that shit down. Say like the game stuff. The dude is like, yeah, we got people get all for some reason when they get all like when we 80% of them hit this point in the game, and for some reason only 30% of those people are like continuing on, yada yada yada. So they go and find they pinpoint
how do we get them
like,
to go
why
on?
are people at this point dropping off, and that's what I think that's just like it's like way over my head type shit. I mean, a lot of the people have like big teams that do it, but like it's pretty crazy, like in depth, analyzing of huge systems, like even on small scale with like the game stuff, but like large scale with like Epic, like they're fucking sitting there licking their damn lips right now because they know exactly what sparks people spending millions and millions and millions of dollars a day.
You got to think about time too. They know exactly how to tweak the game to get the average player and the good player to play at least 4 or 5 games, which adds up to, I mean, if you're playing competitive, like decent enough in the game, they know that's an hour to an hour and a half. That's impressive.
Well, I can attest to it on my YouTube channel. I'm deep into the analytics and stats on that. Like if, let's say I get a video that goes viral, gets like 3 million views. I'm studying the video. I'm studying like when did I put a giveaway in it? When did I ask them to drive them to comment something? What kind of thumbnail did I use? What was the title? What were the tags? I mean, that all goes into.
Have you found a recipe like that you think would it works, or is it still just so random?
No, there's things that you need to do to lay the foundation if you're going to want to have a chance to have some bangers that consistently come out. But there's part of it, I'd say 30-40% of it's a guessing game with how the algorithm works, but you can kind of tell. Like right now it's click-through rate. The more people that click through your video, the faster, the more YouTube's going to throw it in the recommended. It used to be watch time.
Yeah. Which that's
does the camera look any better?
Yeah. Your bottom.
Well, the light's obviously making me look white, but
it's kind of crazy to me that, I mean, I get from the business standpoint the click-through rate, but they're just open. I mean, it is like right now, YouTube, it's more about having a crazy thumbnail and title for.
There you go. Yeah,
that's it just dark. Looks dark. It's more about like a crazy thumbnail and title, like for people that actually make shit content. It's more about like, well, fuck, I can get a ton of clicks. If I have a quality title, quality thumbnail. But that takes away from people like you fucking bust your ass and you're putting together these 10-minute long, like full of detail video, but you'll have somebody that can literally lie in their thumbnail and their title and get fucking 10 million views like it's nothing.
Well, YouTube doesn't reward quality content, and I'm not over here saying that my content is anything special at all. When I'm saying quality content, I remember back in the day when, let's say, you guys know Pomage, Call of Duty Sniper. Back in the day, like 3 or 4 years ago, he'd take 6 months to put together one of his montages, like his big one that he did once a year or whatever. And he would get, we're talking like it looked like a mini movie.
Yeah.
And he would get rewarded for that. Those things would go off. If you do it now, it's just going to get buried underneath all the shit.
Yeah.
YouTube doesn't reward quality content.
But it's crazy because they used to be all about fucking cracking down on that stuff.
Not anymore.
Which I wonder if now it's too hard.
I think it is too hard. I
don't think about how many times. Like,
well, there's probably way more false flags than there are like true flags. You know, like what do you even call? Like you don't got somebody who doesn't have the time to send like, shit, did Ninja really get 2,000 kills in this game? Like you don't have somebody that can just sit around and fucking vet that stuff.
Well, how would you feel if you were him? How would you feel if you were him and you know there's channels that are literally making hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions, off of his clips and his content, and like they just like don't get me wrong. I've got a video right now. It's going to go up in a day or two. It's the 10 best Fortnite builders as of right now, my personal list. And obviously, I'm going to use clips when I talk about Ninja or whatever, but I literally, at the beginning of the video, I credit them, and then I put every one of them in the description. You got Fortnite Daily and all those that literally just rip his streams every day. Sometimes they'll live stream and pretend they're him live streaming.
That's what I saw the other day.
They'll live stream his live stream and take donations.
What?
Yeah.
So like there's one that's like Fortnite Focus or Fortnite Daily or one of those ones. I follow them all now. And what they'll do is like they'll do that with the Myth dude. So they'll take clips from Myth, or they'll be like, this is why Myth thinks Fortnite will die. And it's like him barely in context being like, and that's how you kill the game. You know what I mean?
If at all, if there's any context. Like I think literally they could just come up with Ninja wiped his ass with half a roll of toilet paper today. Find out what happened when he got in a match. You know,
I saw this one where he was
the video and it's
Maryland.
Yeah, it's not even there.
Yeah, it's not Ninja wiping his butt. You know.
I'm calling to let you know that we have been granted a limited health enrollment period.
Fuck these people, man. Why do they fucking call me so much? But I saw like one where like Ninja's thing, like it made like a sex noise and he got off. So they're like, fucking Ninja just left to go bang.
And then they find a picture of him where he's going.
Yeah. It's just crazy. But
so
some people are fucking killing it doing that right now.
So if you go incognito browser, so it doesn't know it's me, and you just go to YouTube and you type in Fortnite, you would think that it'd be like, okay, you know, a big guy like Ninja or Fortnite. What
it should be is the Fortnite main channel at the top.
Fortnite main channel. And then it should be like, you know, their trailer. Then it should maybe be somebody who's actually like the dudes that like the UMG type people who actually like cover the game and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's Daily Fortnite this.
Those are the ones that are just fucking exploding. People are.
This says, have you seen this? ... Question mark. It's been up for 1 day and it has 501,000 views.
But it's like,
I'm okay with clickbait. I'm okay with like today. I put one up an hour ago. Said winter is coming in Fortnite because there's more and more snow falling above the Viking village through the cracks. And I tried to make it feel like a Game of Thrones, like winter is coming.
Oh, nice, dude. Jon Snow?
Obviously, that's clickbait to a degree, but I'm not clickbaiting with somebody else's content.
Yeah, and putting fucking bullshit, like little music over it. Like you're talking over it. You probably even say in the video, you know, like you probably like it's not like 100% serious, like full blown. Like this is fucking happening. I know, you know. You're probably just like, hey, you know, there's possibly.
No, it is and it isn't. I mean, if you go look at my channel right now, you look at the thumbnail. I added a bunch of snowflakes and stuff in there. There are snowflakes literally falling. I go in theater mode and I go and show everybody. But you take the topic and then you exaggerate it.
It's like the news, like the end or like the celebrity type stuff. They see fucking Justin Bieber's hanging out with this chick who has a ring on her finger. They're engaged. They're married. Like, I mean, you basically
what an
just
idiot, dude.
Who?
Justin Bieber. I'm happy for everyone who gets married, but if you're Justin Bieber in this prime of your life, you don't settle down ever. For give
Well,
him more years.
I'm sure his lawyer's going to
Dude,
have a pretty nice prenup.
He's been banging for probably 10 years. Super
That's
ran
true.
it. Like, he's ready to hold something down. I think he's actually like a cool dude, though.
So do I. So he has a house now out in the Suncadia area,
Really?
and he goes there every time. So where our draft is, and then his friend that he's met there owns the brick where our fantasy draft is. So we're hoping he's there this
Bring
year.
Dave Levy.
Dave Money too.
Is he in your fantasy? No.
No. This is all people. This is year 11. It's all people from college. We've only had to replace 2 people in 11 years. Pretty.
And I haven't even got an invite yet. That's pretty fucked
Pretty
up.
epic. And I can put you on the list, dude, but we don't have anyone really leaving right now. You know what I mean?
I'm just kidding. You guys be your friends. I'll be over here.
We did have the Izzy Golf Invitational this weekend, Jimmy, and let's just say I have officially retired 2 booze in my lifetime. Jägermeister, never touched it since I retired it, and now Fireball is joining the list. Never again.
I took a
Never
Fireball
again.
Mark
shot,
my
too.
words. So
Mine,
right
mine
now,
is Captain Morgan Spice Rum.
you had to do. Was it like a bad puke or a bad drunk? Bad
It
puke.
was
or both?
okay. So I was at a party. It was Captain Morgan coconut rum, and
Oh,
there
they
was
just
one-
re-released that too. By the
there
way,
was one point where there was like 5 shots set up, and I was like, I'm a badass, and I shot all 5 of them at one time.
oh, you're
And
dead.
like 5 minutes later, this has never happened to me again. I literally could feel my brain melt. Like all motor functions stopped. I turned into a vegetable, and I was like, yeah, party. Bleh. Have you ever seen Yes Man with Jim Carrey where he's dead and he has a fly on his eyeball? Where they come in and find him and he's dreaming.
Oh yeah.
And he's got like a fly that goes in his mouth and on his eyeball. That's how I felt. So I woke up the next morning. I puked and everything. I woke up the next morning. I could literally smell coconut coming out my skin. I can't use coconut shampoo. I can't drink.
I know the feeling, dude. That's Jägermeister. If I even just smell it, like it, I understand. Like you could probably, Jimmy, if you plugged your, go have it and you wouldn't die. I feel like if I had Jägermeister, I'd die. Like I will die.
The last time I had spice rum was Captain Morgan's. I was like, fuck, dude. For some reason, it sounds so. I've told the story before. I'm like, it sounds kind of good for like do a Bailey's mixed with spice rum. Fuck no, dude. It was the worst thing I've ever tasted in my. Like I mix it and stuff myself, and it just sounded good. And since that day in college, I've never touched spice rum. I forgot I took a.
But it's crazy because it didn't just stay with alcohol. It's anything coconut makes me nauseous.
Same with cucumber.
is-
Like cucumber,
well, that's
I'm
like-
scarred with cucumbers.
Oh, I love cucumbers.
Oh,
What'd you
dude,
do?
Kyle and I had a very similar story when it comes to the
How can
first
you
time
get scarred with cucumbers?
the cucumber Gatorade.
Yeah, because I've told this story too. I went to Hoop Fest and we were in there on a Friday. We did all our checking in. We played Saturday morning, and I don't know what the fuck happened. Like, it was my first Hoop Fest since I was like had a kid and stuff. And so actually after the fact, I'm like, man, you guys probably thought I'm just like this fucking this is like my release time. I'm away from my wife and my kid because I just had to start having a couple drinks, and like I never black out. Up until that point, the only time I've ever blacked out was my bachelor party. And I just started drinking beer. You know, we were all hanging out, and I just kept we weren't drinking like Bud Lights either. We were drinking like, it was like the phase in college where it was after college where you like drink the fucking
stout beer.
Yeah, so we were just drinking that, and I had one glimpse of us getting back to the hotel and me eating all the cookies off the plate, and then a glimpse of me in the fucking bathtub, like puking in the bathtub, and then looking at my hands and be like, what am I doing? And then so I woke up just super hungover. We had a game at 9, and I think I even like had smoked or something too. I don't even fucking know. And so I like, somebody's tapping me on the shoulder, and I pop up out of bed, and I'm like, oh my God. And he's like, here, drink this. And it's just a green Gatorade. So I'm like, I just fucking puke because it was cucumber, and it was like the worst. It was just like a hint of cucumber. It was like the worst fucking tasting thing ever. And so I can't even have like cucumber in like my sushi and shit. What's my line, Colby?
I'm allergic.
Yeah.
Is there cucumber in that? I can't have any. I'm allergic.
Yeah.
No, but what's funny though is the first time I had cucumber.
Lightly salted. Sorry, cucumbers and vinegar. Okay, go ahead.
No, I like cucumber water. Like it's refreshing, but I had that Gatorade, which is funny because Kyle had never told me that story, And I was like, yeah, we were driving back from something. And then, my wife just ran in and came back and got a Gatorade. And I'm like laying down in the back seat, like after a wedding or something, just like, oh, I hate my life right now.
Yeah.
And then she hands me this Gatorade. And I'm like, oh, yes. And I remember drinking it, being like, oh, it's cucumber.
Yeah.
It was like the same story. I got over it, though. I get it where you're at. That's the same thing, though. I mean, just to go back to the Jägermeister, the story for mine, long story short is, 4 turned into 6, and then 6 turned into, I don't really need that much Monster anymore.
Yeah.
And then you're just taking them straight. And now black licorice, I smell it. I'm like,
Yeah, I don't like black licorice.
Dude,
either.
being hungover with kids is possibly the worst ever.
Oh,
Hello. Hello.
as one comes in.
You want to come say hi? Come say hi.
Jimmy, look how big this tank is.
Come here. You scared? Look. Say hello.
Wow.
Say
Whoa.
hello.
Wow.
Do a sing. Go hello.
I saw your video. It's like sweet moment in the pool, and then this douchebag jumps in and cannonballs
Go,
him.
mama.
So, okay, I gotta ask: was the tomahawk to the helmet staged?
No. Bye. I love you. Come
No?
on now. No, we'll talk about it on here. Yeah, it was not real.
Well, I think you already
Dude,
said.
I watched that and I was like, oh, because the way you were like, go get Rachel. I was like, oh my
Yeah,
God.
dude.
By the way, that was all
Yeah,
improv.
yeah.
That
We'll
was
talk about it on here. That's all improv. There are a lot of a lot of them on there that are real, but that was definitely. I wouldn't fuck that. That would be such a risk. Like
I was thinking, I woke up this morning and for some random reason, I was thinking about that video. And I was thinking, if that was real and that had actually went through, Kyle could literally have been charged for manslaughter.
Yeah, no. That's why we.
I don't know why that came to my mind this morning.
So there are. So what most people. I'll explain it. I don't care. I mean, it's.
Did I just oust you and I wasn't supposed
No,
to?
I think
you had told Burns already.
I didn't say it on the show, but even in like the comment section, like people are like, dude, you're a fucking idiot. I cannot believe you. I used to love your content. Like now you're trying to kill people. And I'm like, dude, I linked them this video. I'm like, have you seen this video? They're like, yeah. And then they're like, oh, it's a video. Have you seen like the baby in the box video?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like my kid is in the living room in a box that we cut a hole in, and he's looking through, and my cousin is filming. And then I get home, and I'm like, oh, what's in the box? And he's like, oh, it's just the box from the AC unit. And then I run and fucking elbow drop it to make it look like my kid. And obviously my kid wasn't in the fucking video. I've done it before with like my kid in the car seat, and I fully whip him all the way around,
Wasn't that on the news?
I don't know. But
So was there a cut in there and then another helmet?
Yeah, so most people, what happened was so I made a hatchet that had foam on it. So I replaced the head of the real hatchet. But what
By the
happened?
way, this hatchet was still heavy. It was still like
yeah, not the head, but yeah, it was still the normal handle, which is pretty thick. So I had cropped the video kind of weird, like with half, like it only shows the hatchet for a second. That's because in the real hatchet, there's holes in the blade. And then in the one I was holding, there weren't any holes. I could have taken 2 extra seconds and made fucking holes in it. I don't know why I didn't. So I cropped it weird where my body, so like when I have the hatchet back here, it's out of frame. And so everybody's like, oh, he dropped the hatchet out of frame. Like this is so fake. But I literally did throw a hatchet. And I even showed people, like in my hand still going forward. But yeah, so what happens is I threw it. Colby zooms in on the log, and then he swings down at the grass. And once he hits the grass, that's when it switches out. And we had went and put the tomahawk in the helmet and all that stuff. But it was great improv for people that have never like acted or anything,
Movie magic.
Yeah, so Ken was just stopping by to give me actually the plug for this TV because I needed like a longer one. And we're like, he was just there and he's like, oh, I'll watch it. I got to get home, but I'll see it. And nothing against Kyle or James, but Ken sold that video.
Yeah, he sold it.
Like he runs away and stuff. Like
even though you could see him in the background, like get to the door and like just casually turn around and be like, oh, whatever. Like,
yeah,
but it fucking blew up. My channel, my Instagram popped like 10,000 followers in a couple days. And I think it's kind of
what's next.
So the video
oh,
today.
You are now in the inevitable circle of can you top the last one?
Well,
I think
the
this
video
next one
today,
will.
which is actually a real one. Let's see.
Yeah. And we also have one that it will be like Wednesday-ish that we have a plan that we're going to fly a drone. It's going to be sick. Watch this one, Jimmy.
Tell me, it's kind of hard to see.
You're good. You're good. It's focused. If you can hit play. Yeah. Hit it again. You missed. Yeah, right there.
This one doesn't cut to slow-mo. The other one does. One sec.
Is it on Instagram?
No, it's going
he's
up today.
Oh.
Yeah, not yet.
All right, this one cuts to slow-mo. It's really hard to see. I know. I'm sorry.
This one's not as dangerous for me, by the way.
It'll cut to slow-mo.
Man, look how skinny I look. Tuck my shirt in. Got a haircut.
You see that?
You're an idiot.
No. That one's not as dangerous.
Yeah, you got the can in between you, but it's a fucking sick shot though.
I'm holding the can like this behind it, so if Kyle would have to miss, the worst he's ever missed I've ever seen him miss.
So
what you need to do is switch it around. Everybody will want to see Colby throw one with your face down.
Yeah, we've thought about that, but I don't trust myself. But
Yeah.
the one, so tell me about the drone one. The drone one we're gonna do. This one's gonna be sweet. You can say that one, right?
Yeah, I my plan is to shoot it this week, and I guess nobody. I mean, even if somebody does get it, but. So I got this plan. I'm like, all right, I need to incorporate. So my plan for my Instagram channel, right? Obviously, I want to do tomahawks.
Yeah, break it down.
But I also want to incorporate drones. So all like my favorite stuff, like drones, razors, dirt bikes, RC cars,
Everything
and
epic.
airsoft, like all types of cool stuff, right? So I got this idea. I'm like, so I saw I've used to take my old drone and we would take a softball fucking like 1,000 feet in the air and drop it and try and catch it in my old at my old house. And so we used to always carry shit around. And I saw a video of a dude that delivered a beer to like 10 feet away with the drone. So I'm like, that'd be pretty fucking sweet if we kind of put this little video together. So we would set it up like my neighbor is at my house and we're like, all right, neighbor, we'll see you later. Like I'm saying bye to him, right? And he takes off in his razor, right? Because he just drove to my house. We're in the same neighborhood. He takes off with his razor. And I look over at the table, and the neighbor forgot his beer. I'm like, oh, shit, he forgot his beer. So we do some quick cuts. You quick cut to me grabbing a drone, grabbing some string, grabbing we're gonna use a wristband to put the beer in, like a rubber one that, goes in there. So
you should have a quick cut. Like if you've got 3 quick cuts, have a 4th one that literally has like grab the dildo, look at it, and put it back down real quick.
Yeah. You
there
got
we go.
to.
All right, I'll do the dildo.
That's
too.
money, Jimmy.
You can have dildos on Instagram as long as you're not doing things sexually to them. Like my video, I took the dildo out of the vending machine. It got removed off the Dude Comedy page because you just can't do sexual stuff to them. Right. By the way. So yeah, grab the dildo. So we just grab that stuff real quick. And
Fun fact.
And then next thing I know, we quick cut to me fucking slapping it all on the drone, putting the beer in, and then the drone takes off with the beer like towards the direction that the neighbor took off, right? And then so the drone it'll be us filming the drone taking off. The next scene will be the drone flying, coming up on the razor. And then the last scene will be just the guy, so the neighbors, so probably just Colby, driving the razor casually, just heading off to his house while he's being filmed by the guy in the passenger seat. And then the beer is going to fly by the opening and like the passenger or the driver's side of the razor. And he's just going to be like, oh, fuck, my beer. And he's going to grab it. Yeah, he's going to grab it. And then he's going to look at the camera and be like, dude, that neighbor's awesome. And, the drone takes off. And then he's going to open it and it's going to explode. So like the final kicker. So all the cool shots and stuff, like grabbing it from the razor and stuff, because he's gonna be going like 25 down the road, and I'm gonna be hauling with the drone, and he's just gonna.
It'll be shaking AF.
Yeah, it'll be.
I've got another idea for you.
Dude, I'm already in because you already nailed it with that dildo cut in the middle. That's so money.
You two lay out in a field, okay? And you have the camera from the drone the drone's gonna go straight above you, and you're gonna have that, and then you'll have camera shots up, and you have like 5 ninja throwing stars attached to the drone, and then you take it straight up, and then you drop the throwing stars.
You should do
So
water
you've got- so
water balloons.
So you've got a camera looking up at it. You also have the drone looking down, and then worlds collide.
Yeah, then we die.
Yeah, that's pretty risky. Water balloons would be pretty funny.
We did that when we were kids. We had
Arrows.
a compound bow, and we would shoot arrows straight up.
Dude, we did that too. So we had this one. We'd always try and catch it, right? It had a fucking big rubber knob on the end, or almost. I mean, it wasn't big. It was probably like that big. And so we're like, oh, cool. You know, it's got a rubber knob and shit. And we would just shoot it way in the air, try and catch it. Like, it would have still hurt, but it was rubber, you know? It wouldn't have been terrible.
Do arrows in this and put a little plastic fist on the end of each arrow and then see who doesn't move.
Well, so the kicker on this rubber arrow is that it hit the ground and the actual aluminum of the arrow went through.
Oof.
And it was actually a fucking sharp end on the inside. Like, it wasn't just like like a nub, you know? It was actually the sharp end. We're like, oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I knew that would happen.
Kyle's gone. While
You can
Kyle's
hear
gone,
me though, right?
Yeah. While you're gone, Jimmy, hit us with your new biz. You haven't told us yet. You can talk about it, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, shoot.
Oh, is that a Big Mac? What, you got a Big Mac back there?
Oh, that?
It's a big-ass Big Mac box.
Well, yeah. I mean, when you work with McDonald's a little bit.
Oh, no way.
So I'm in the process of
that's sick, dude.
Of doing some McDonald's Instagram stuff. We got
Dude.
the fanny pack. We got socks. We got a bandana. Check this thing out though. Hold on.
Dude,
You're getting a deal with McDonald's?
Check out. You can't get this.
Dude.
This is a 90s denim jacket.
That is tight. Just the freaking McDonald's box is sick.
Yeah. Oh, hold on, Colby. This is the best part. McDonald's 90s track pants.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's sick.
Yeah.
So what are they promoting here? What's classic? What are they bringing back?
McDelivery with Uber Eats.
Oh, I see.
I've already done one set of stories for them. Got some more going up this week.
Not to like pull a Burns here, but do you have Uber Eats where you're at?
No.
What? You don't?
No, we only have like 5 Ubers.
Well, I mean, that's not like.
Actually, we may. If we have Uber, we probably have Uber Eats.
I was gonna say yeah, but it's probably for the restaurants there though. It's probably not worth their time most of the time.
Not yet.
Well, I mean, even where I live, like, so where my buddy lives in Tacoma, he can, he could pick any place around and he can get it delivered, 15 minutes. But even where I'm at, it's like a handful of places.
Kyle, what happened?
I think he was using his big camera and it went out. So the business, you're painting something.
We are opening a mobile business, cell phone. Basically, it's going to be a mobile repair, but it's also mobile plans and prepaid services and accessories. So literally,
nice.
you can come into USA Mobile and you can get cases, you can get OtterBox cases, all kinds of cases, speakers, chargers, pop sockets, you name it, any kind of accessory you would need for phones. You can get if your screen's cracked, you can get it fixed. If your speakers are messed up, if your charge port's messed up, your camera, we can fix all that stuff. And anybody because when you go to AT&T in those places to get a premium account, they check your credit. So if your credit's not good enough, where do you go to get a cell phone and get an account or whatever? So we actually have, we'll have Boost Mobile. You'll be able to get stuff through Verizon and AT&T. We'll be able to set people up on prepaid plans. You can trade your phone in with us towards another one.
So it's like an authorized dealer one. I've seen those. That's smart.
So like, let's say Kyle goes to AT&T and trying to get a cell phone plan, and they say your credit's not good enough. Well, Kyle comes over to us and he's like, hey, I got this iPhone 6. I want to trade it in. I want to get a 7. I want to get a plan set up. We'll take his 6 in. We'll give him credit, and then we'll put him through our financing. And they'll say, okay, Kyle, you have $800 store credit here. You can get whatever you want. And so he'll go pick out his phone, his plan, or whatever. And then from that point on, the company that does the financing handles the payments, collection, everything. We don't have anything to do with it.
Yeah. Those are I got my first.
You already got
Verizon
that company lined up?
Yeah, we're going to be open in mid-August. We've been at the store building it out. We were painting this weekend, working on getting stuff up.
See, that's what I said when I started off the show and you weren't here. I was like, well, I did see a picture of him painting his new business, so I give him that excuse.
Yeah. First brick and mortar. Me and Ashley's first brick and mortar business.
Well, it sounds like it's one of those places that can get you steady income, residually.
Oh, for sure, man, for sure.
Yeah,
That's the beauty.
Everyone's
of it.
got a cell phone.
AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile, none of them fix phones. Like you can't take your phone in there and get a screen repaired. So we literally
you have to go to stupid Apple.
We positioned ourselves right next to Walmart and right next to T-Mobile, Verizon, and AT&T.
Damn.
And Jason, my brother-in-law, business partner, he's already visited 2 of those places. So we already have things set up with them where we're going to give their customers discounts when they say, hey, we can't fix your screen, but go over to USA Mobile. They can fix it for you.
Damn.
Yeah. And it's good branding. We came up with it ourselves. It's ours. It's America. It looks good.
Damn, that's sweet.
Yeah.
America.
Maybe you have to open a franchise over here in Seattle.
Don't think I'll do a franchise with this one, but we're looking at lots of stores, corporate stores for sure.
Damn. Cool. Glad I know you.
But yeah, that's what I'm doing when I'm not on the show.
The 15, also when you're not doing 15 videos in one
Burns
day.
is doing something similar to that too, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm sure he's he's doing all kinds of endeavors. He's an entrepreneur.
It's an entrepreneur, you fucking idiot.
He is streaming, what, 6 hours a day?
Hell no.
I see him go live twice a day.
Did he?
Yeah, he's at 6 hours. He's probably at 6 hours.
Yeah.
A day?
He did twice on Sunday, or at least once on Sunday.
I see his Twitter auto post, and it's usually twice a day, once in the morning, once in the afternoon.
Huh. Interesting. I think he's been grooming Areola hardcore because Areola doesn't even talk to me anymore.
Who's Areola?
He's a kid that's really good at Fortnite.
You're not allowed to play with him anymore?
No, because him and Burns, he
Oh,
goes.
he's typing.
Burns is?
Yeah, he's typing.
No fucking way.
I thought we were going to go. You guys already going?
You guys already going? Just got home. Was out this morning.
Does he not know how to use his phone?
He was literally, when we were talking about getting on, he was on Xbox because I checked.
Yeah, whatever.
Like we're close. We're shutting down right now.
Yeah, we're done. Fuck you, Burns.
Damn. We ain't shutting down right now. It's only been an hour though.
Jimmy, who do you think that the KSI Logan Paul fight that's going down? Who do you think wins still?
I think KSI obviously has a little more technical experience. He's been around in the boxing world now for like over a year. I mean, I know Logan boxed some in the past. I think when it comes to a little bit better height, a little bit better reach, I think if Logan actually spent 3 months getting ready, I think Logan just physically is going to be a monster.
When is it?
August.
Yeah, it is.
God, why is it fucking
the next press conference? The next press conference is tomorrow.
So 2
days.
I think technically, KSI has the advantage. I think when it comes to just raw output, I think if Logan's actually been taking this seriously, the dude's got the frame to become just a gorilla, just a monster.
Let's talk about this. This is insane. This is insane to me that YouTubers and influencers just taking over every fucking piece of the pie. Like, this is probably going to make more money than like real professional fights.
Right? Well, there's a fight inside this on the undercard that's by far the best fight of the whole thing. You guys seen? It's FaZe Sensei versus Overtflow. Both of them are black belts in multiple arts. Both of them have MMA experience. Like FaZe Sensei fights MMA, like fights UFC.
Really?
That's the fight.
Dang, that's on the undercard.
But it's just crazy to me that people, like, more people are going to watch this than a fucking real boxing match. There is whatever the other Paul brother is. Like, some of his music has more views on it than real musicians.
Dude, he's in Walmart. You can buy Jake Paul posters in Walmart.
That's where I got mine.
And then he dogged Walmart on that last press conference the whole time, which was kind of funny.
Jake Paul or Logan Paul?
Jake.
Is he fighting somebody?
Yeah,
he's fighting the brother.
KSI's brother, Deji.
Oh,
he'll probably destroy him.
He probably going to win that one.
So I noticed something on Jake Paul's page, and I brought up to Kyle. If you go to his thing, Jimmy, you can see like now he has these like series with like episodes and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Is that like the new way people are doing it?
Well, I mean, he's probably got a company that's like optimizing his channel and
Because like
doing
Sherlock
stuff.
Paul season 1 episode 3, we caught him cheating on his
Well,
girlfriend.
you can do that. You could make seasons and episodes for your channel. You've been able to do that for 3 years. It's in your back office. You can do it. I think I tried to do that back in Modern Warfare 3, so that was like 5 years ago.
Yeah, shit.
Yeah. It's going to be fun to watch, but I'm telling you right now, the match you want to watch if you actually want a good match is Sensei versus Overflow.
God, I want the Logan brothers to lose, or the Paul brothers to lose so bad.
I don't think Jake's
both going to win.
No, I don't know. I think KSI is obviously a formidable opponent. The dude's been being trained. Well, isn't he? He's being trained, or he was being trained by Mayweather's dad. At least for
that was like clickbait title. I think the guy that does train him though is like really good though, like a future WCC.
All I'm saying is he's in that space.
It is crazy.
And he's had a fight. He's had a fight in
say.
front of him. Logan Paul, regardless of how big you are, regardless of how accomplished you are with being in front of a crowd, you've never been in an actual crowd with millions watching everywhere where somebody's going to come at you and try to hit you in the face. And
how many viewed the last one live?
So there's
when Jimmy 1.1 million, I think. This one's going to be bigger. I mean, obviously it's going to be bigger, and this is in England. So I mean, this press conference tomorrow, you guys are going to see Logan and Jake get absolutely trashed by a mob.
It's going to be funny.
It's going to be 99% pro KSI Deji in England for this press conference.
Keemstar never found a fight?
No.
I think at some point there was like they kind of drew the line of like entertaining, but you need to have like some kind of like fightingness to you, because in the end no one's gonna believe.
Well, yeah, the last card,
you know what I mean?
There was just kind of funny.
Yeah. But I don't think Keemstar ever really actually wanted to box anybody.
He probably didn't.
No.
But this KSI Logan should be entertaining. The Face Sensei over, it's going to be the best fight of the entire undercard. I don't think the Jake Deji one's going to be that great, but I don't remember who else.
Dude, you should have seen the. It wasn't the co-main event, but it was the fight before the main event on the last UFC pay-per-view.
I went back and watched
the most fucking pathetic fight. So one of the dudes is Colby. Your nickname for him is Create a Player. Like he is like literally everything. You know, like fucking jacked, huge, all this stuff. He's a big heavyweight with like a 6-pack. You know, which you don't typically see that.
But still big. Like scary big.
And then the other dude was the Black Beast dude, and they literally threw 7 punches the whole fight in 3 rounds.
It's been considered one of the worst 3 fights in the history of the UFC.
Well, you've also got WWE now, fake scripted.
Dude, that was awesome. That was fucking awesome.
We talked about it for a little bit.
I know.
It does way much more than UFC or than WWE, because they're actually going to fight a real fight, not a scripted one. They're actually going to try and win the fucking fight. You know, they're actually going to punch each other in the face.
People forget like the reason that, and this is people are probably gonna be like, no, you don't know what you're talking about. But let me tell you something. The reason why McGregor got popular, yes, he's one of the best fighters, but that's not why he got popular. He got popular because when he beat somebody, he would start WWE in it, like in his press conference before and his post thing. He was just an asshole. And that's what made
that's why
everyone
WWE is
like him
what
or
it
you hate
is.
him.
Yeah, that's why WWE is what it is, because that's all they do, you know?
Yeah.
Like they script
I'm not saying,
but he's like the real deal. You know, this one was way more scripted than anything McGregor's ever done.
Well, the Diaz stuff, when he was getting it with Diaz, and like Diaz conveniently showed up at his press conference, and McGregor happened to spot him out of the 1,000 people there, and he's like, "Get out of here! Get out of here!" You know, like I get it though. Like if you need to create a buzz, there's no better way to do it. And you're 100% right, Kyle. We actually get to see these guys throw real punches. Like it's why wouldn't you use that to your advantage?
I still can't believe how big of a deal that Diaz McGregor fight was. Like the Diaz dude was way bigger than
Diaz.
He was way big. They weren't the right weight class though, and then they were fighting for nothing. Like they weren't fighting for anything.
It's a damn good fight to watch, though.
It was.
It was cool, but it's like, okay, well, if Diaz wanted to, like, he takes us to the ground like he did in the first fight. Like, this is kind of over, you know? It's just, it wasn't like Diaz was obviously way bigger than McGregor, but it was just like, I never even wanted to see a second fight. I mean, I get it, but then the Diaz guy, it was hard for me to listen to him talk shit because he's retarded. Like, he's
been hit in the head a lot.
Yeah, man. He's literally just a dude I could see that just goes
He's a
to
scrapper.
bars to
He's
go
a
and get
scrapper.
bar fights, like basically.
He is the last person you would want to see in a bar fight, though.
Yeah.
You know?
for sure.
He would.
Yeah, like he just was so dumb to me. That's why I enjoyed watching the fights, but it was just so dumb to me. Like I don't think they should ever do a third fight. Like it's a waste of everybody's time.
What do you think about McGregor and the one dude that's happening?
Who?
Oh, the
The
guy
one
that
that caught
big.
the bus guy, yeah, with the big furry hat.
I can't think of his name right now. We're gonna get made fun of.
Is
for
that
not knowing
gonna
the
happen?
champ.
It's like his brother just fought Nurmagomedov or something.
Yeah, well,
I saw it the other day that it was going to happen.
it's the rumor is they're gonna do it all on that same card because it's right as they get that new TV deal, and Dana White's gonna have to sell it out of this freaking world. Well,
And now they're talking about the
Holloway?
Triple G and what's his name?
Canelo.
Canelo is going to happen too this fall.
Yeah, that should have happened before in the tainted system. We'll go back to UFC before I forget. Before
Pacquiao's a champion again.
I didn't know he was still fighting.
He had
like
fought
60.
for a while.
Yeah,
That
he is. He
comes-
fought last year and got robbed on ESPN.
Did
was
he get
fighting
robbed
Australia.
twice? That
Yeah, it was the Australian
dude.
guy, right?
Got so robbed.
But then he
Like, I
got
watched-
robbed against that black dude.
I don't know that one. All
I
know is
actually
the one
I actually
watched.
ordered that fight.
Oh,
he
Bradley.
He knocked this dude down twice, I think, in that match. And
The Australian one was bad.
it was really bad.
Well, it's because they're trying. He's older fighter, so they're trying to run some of the new young guns through him, and they don't want those young guns to lose. They're not going to be worth as much.
But this young gun was obviously not on his level at all.
Well, the Bradley one, I don't even know why I was watching it because I don't even know why I got the pay-per-view. I think I just like Pacquiao. But the Bradley one, we almost turned it off because he was whooping his ass so bad. Like we literally almost turned it off. And I don't know much about boxing. Maybe I missed it, but obviously lots of people are pissed off. But we almost turned it off before they even announced who won because we're like, oh, that shit's over. Then they're like Bradley, and we're like, oh yeah,
I remember doing the same thing.
done with boxing. Like, cause it was a joke.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's nice about UFC is, there was that bad fight last week, but there's still always a clear-cut winner. 99% of the time, like one guy definitely gets his. There's been like the Holloway fight. The first time I watched Holloway fight, when he met the guy in the middle of the ring, he's like, "Let's go right here." They just
That was
punches
fucked.
at each
That's
other.
There was
That
a
was
fight for
sick.
the final UFC, whatever that show used to be, the reality where they would come up through it.
Tough Enough? No, that's WWE.
It was
I know
something
what
for
you mean.
UFC. But
Yeah.
anyway, it was Forrest Griffin
Ultimate
and
Fighter.
Ultimate Fighter. And it
Boom,
was
there you
Forrest Griffin and another guy fighting for the contract.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it was the best
Oh
fight.
yeah, it was Forrest
They
Griffin. It
literally
was like
punched each other like 400. It got to a point where they were just, it was like watching Rocky. They were just, he would hit him and then he would take it, and then he would hit him and he would take it. And it was for like 3 or 5 rounds of them just turning their hand faces into hamburger
It was like
meat.
Bane, not Bane. What the fuck was that guy's name? He had a weird name.
I don't know. Neither one of them ever went down. Like literally.
Yeah, I don't.
Dripping blood.
That's one of the most brutal pictures I still remember to this day. Like, you can see the
Forrest
aftermath.
Griffin.
Dude,
Yeah.
he was awesome. I think he's retired now.
I think, yeah, he was on an episode of Law and Order. Actually, I was watching a long time ago.
I remember that.
He was like I think the not the problem. I don't want to say someone that just sold for $440 million whatever dollars to a TV thing is a problem.
Stephen
But I
Bonner
think-
was his name.
I think the UFC, what they suffer from is, well, the lack of big stars is one thing, but like the other thing is like almost like a bounty in a way, like kind of what you're saying, Jimmy. Like going for a title is like one thing, but going for like a contract that's going to change your life forever is like, that was crazy. And I feel like now we all know they're making so much money just to show up to the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
That it's not
you,
as
you
like,
could tell these two guys literally put their heart and soul to try to get that contract.
Dude,
It
that was
like,
back in 2005.
I know. It was
Oh
a
my
that's
long
one of the-
time.
gosh.
that's one of the first ones.
Guess who the main event of that was?
Chuck Liddell, Rampage Jackson.
No. Rich Franklin and Ken Shamrock.
Oh, Shamrock.
Shamrock.
Yeah.
Dang, I should have guessed that. Shamrock.
I remember back even farther than that one. Hoist Gracie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys remember that dude?
No,
He
my first.
I never
first
watched him
UFC
fight.
Hoist Gracie was the badass of the first 5 or 6 years when UFC. He'd come in with this karate.
He's like the grandfather of the UFC, right?
He would literally either submit you, break your arm, break your leg, or whatever in a matter of like 30 seconds. Nobody ever lasted with the dude. He would break something every time somebody.
Ugh.
Yeah. So remember that same fight that night? remember Diego Sanchez, who was, pretty good fighter.
Diego
But
was-
remember, that was he had a crazy, that's why the event was so insane, because he had a crazy fight too, where he just was getting his ass whipped, I think, and he still won or something like that.
Who, not Chuck Liddell. I remember watching Shamrock and the other guy, or Couture.
Yeah, Randy.
Couture.
Oh yeah, he was big. Tito Ortiz, whatever, too. He was.
Tito.
So the first fight, I think I've even mentioned it on this show.
Even Butterbean did a little bit of UFC. Back in the
Dan
day.
Severn, whatever his name is. The biggest disappointment of my UFC career still is my first taste of it. As a kid, or not a kid, I was like, whatever, junior high, and it's like $13 each. So you're like, all right, here's $13. You pay your friend's dad to get the fight. Then you go in on pizza. So now it's about a $20 event. So like you're pretty invested in this. And the main event was Rampage Jackson, Chuck Liddell. And it had been hyped up so much, and we were so excited. And then we had half of us cheering for Rampage, half of us cheering for Chuck Liddell. Then they come out, and it was just like the dumbest thing ever. And then I can see, like, I left a bad taste in my mouth. I didn't watch UFC for a while after that until it started coming on like Spike TV late.
Didn't like Chuck Liddell just get rocked?
I want to say it was like in the first 15 seconds.
Yeah.
It might have been Rampage got rocked. Let me look. I'll look while you guys talk. Because I remember that was like the first
Rampage way bigger than him.
Yeah,
but it was hyped up so well, and I'm like, dude, I'm in. Like,
I remember when I first saw Chuck Liddell get knocked out, and I'm like, oh no, like that's weird.
The Iceman.
Guess what LeVar Ball said?
Who knows?
I haven't heard that name in a while.
LeVar Ball boasts he'd beat LeBron James 1-on-1. Back in my heyday, can't nobody hold me. Why the fuck would he say that?
Dude, he's a clown.
Oh, yeah. he's gonna come back in now with LeBron being on playing with.
Well, but yeah, why would he say that about somebody that's playing with his son? He's a fucking idiot.
They're
gonna trade him. They're gonna trade Ball.
Oh, are they?
No, they have. Dude, there's the stuff coming out with the Spurs was that the deal was around young talent, and then Ball had a mysterious LCL injury, and then the deal went away, and then 3 days ago, though, they were like, interest is back on the Spurs side for young talent.
So is Kawhi going to go to LA? Ball's going to go to the Spurs?
It doesn't make sense for the Spurs to make that deal, though. The Spurs want like Ingram and Kuzma, but the Lakers are like, hell no. Like, we can't get rid of like Ingram is their baby. You can't get rid of him.
I think LeBron just likes to operate with a veteran point guard myself.
LeBron is the point guard, though. Yeah, and they got Rondo.
He is going to be the. Oh, yeah, Rondo's there. Exactly. Yeah, they don't need Ball.
No, they don't need Ball, but the thing is like I don't.
He's actually kind of good. They also need like he plays good defense and he's a hustle dude. Like that's what they need around LeBron, not fucking like Kyle Korver, like and fucking old dudes. Like they need young people playing defense.
Well, dude, how much are they paying LeBron? Because he goes there with the possibility of working with Ball, and he can't stand his dad. He also can't stand Lance Stevenson, and now Lance Stevenson is a
dude that you want him on your team, but you hate him if you play against him. I mean, there is a reason.
Do you think they're just chilling in the locker, like, all right, dude?
I'm sure they're gonna just like LeBron back in the day. They'll post some funny videos and stuff with each other. But Lance Stevenson,
he's a hustler, dude.
In my opinion, he's retarded though. So it's like that's why he wears on franchises and he moves tons of places because he's probably retarded. But
it's crazy though because he has moments where he just lights out.
That's what I was gonna say. He went from where he was gonna be the biggest target free agent that year.
Yeah, that's what they were talking about.
And he was like, "This is going to be really good." And then he went and signed a huge deal with the Hornets, I want to say.
Yeah.
And then just sucked. Yeah. Then he went back to the Pacers and was good again.
Well, no, he was with the Grizzlies for a while as well.
Yeah,
he was out of the league
It's actually pretty smart. It's probably a really good asset for LeBron, honestly.
Well, he needs the defense around him. He cannot. The Cleveland was fucking trash at defense. Yeah. He needs the defense around him and hustle dudes like that. Imagine if you had 4 dudes around LeBron hustling for shit and playing defense.
Rondo, Stevenson.
Yeah.
Well, that's like
Ingram. He's young, but he's literally a baby Durant when it comes.
Oh, he's going to be so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ingram's going to be so good. He just needs a little polish. Before I forget, Rampage knocked Liddell out with 3 minutes left in the first round after like no punches. So I just went back and watched it. But Jimmy, you're 100% right. Like Ingram, you build around him with LeBron. You can't ask for like. That's why you can't. When people were like, "Well, just trade Ingram and get Kawhi," it's like you can't because At
No,
some
no.
point, at
3
some
or 4
point,
years
these two
down the road,
That's a
Ingram-
massive risk, though. Kawhi could not. There's a
Or-
possibility he doesn't sign.
It's like what do they say in baseball? Do you have all 5 of the toolkits?
Yeah,
or
five tool.
Five
Yeah.
tool. Well, that's what you look at Ingram, and he's literally he's the early version of Durant.
Yeah.
I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
he has like a 42-foot wingspan. I mean, he's
He
7
can shoot,
foot
dribble, and
almost.
drive. Yeah.
Yeah, I think this year for the Lakers is necessary. It's I'd say you don't trade anything or do anything. You wait till next year, catch some of the free agents, but it's like even as the team now, they can still be good. Like
Is
Ingram
Paul George
could.
going there?
No, George signed long term at OKC.
Oh.
That's
Is
fine
there-
with me. I think.
Is there still a spot for Kawhi? Because Kawhi and LeBron together is nasty.
No,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
there still
yeah.
could be. There still could be. I don't think
Talk
the
about
Lakers have-
defense. There's no better defensive player. than
Yeah,
Kawhi.
but they could
Yeah,
either
oh, yeah.
trade the Spurs to get it for a year and win right now, or have all your fucking pieces and wait
And then
for
get
him
it
to
next
sign
year.
next year.
That's
Yeah.
what I think they'll do. I also like this is a really good theory. I've always been preaching forever, but the LeBron effect, why you don't trade Ingram or even trade like Ball or Kuzma, LeBron's not going to get you a lottery pick. He's good enough by himself that you'll be in the hunt, that you're not going to, you'll never be able to draft a player as good as Ingram again. Unless
But
you
then again, you're in the West, my friend.
Oh,
You
for
are
sure.
not-
No,
you
for
are
sure.
not in the East anymore. 1 through 8 in the West is way different than 1 through 8 in the East.
So I saw another thing. It's all NBA first team players that are still active today. 11 of them are on the West, and there's only 1 on the East. I bet you neither of you will guess the active player on the East.
Wait,
I almost
for
can
what? For
guarantee-
what? What's the question?
All NBA first team active players.
Damian
not-
Lillard.
No, on the
No,
East.
He's in the East. Oh no, he's in the West.
From
Yeah.
this last year.
For the last like in a year, they're still active today. So like on the West, you have like Chris Paul, Kevin Durant, LeBron, like
Dwayne Wade.
Nope. Well,
Wait.
Dwayne Wade's a free agent
Wait, so hold on. Active for what? Just active in the league?
that have been on the All NBA first team.
All NBA first team?
Lowry,
Yeah.
DeRozan.
Yeah.
Nope, neither of them have made first team. It's
In-
somebody you'll never
they're
guess.
in the
Want me to
East?
tell you?
No,
Yeah.
no. Hold on, one more guess.
No, you can have more time. So does what I'm saying making sense now? So like
yeah. So
every
from
Whiteside.
last
Whiteside.
year,
Whiteside.
no, not just last year, like overall since
Ever?
like ever, forever. That's
for
still
it to be
playing today.
all NBA first team.
So they could have been it since 2000.
Vince
Like Dirk,
Carter.
no, he was on it. So Dirk Nowitzki is on it, but he's in the West. You know what I'm saying? So you can go as far
Just
back
tell
as
us,
like
tell us.
I'm gonna give Kyle one more guess.
Do I know him?
Oh, when I say it, you're gonna go, oh,
What position?
center.
Okay.
He was on it probably 5
Dwight
years
Howard.
ago. Let me tell you.
No. Take one. A center 5 years ago.
I think Dwight Howard might be on the West.
Yeah, I
He
don't know.
got traded again.
I think he got traded again. Yeah. All right, I'll give you
Hold on.
10 more seconds. 10 more seconds. So this was about 4 or 5 years ago. He was on All NBA
Center.
first team center.
Ibaka.
He's in
Let me tell you, he played with Derrick Rose when he got it. It was Derrick Rose's
Noah?
MVP year. Joakim Noah is the only player on
he
the
got
East.
first team center.
Yeah, he's the only
Oh.
player.
What do you guys think
Isn't that
about?
crazy though?
What do
That's
you guys think
bananas.
about the Warriors getting Boogie for $5 million?
It's sad, but I can't get mad
They
at him
can
because
do it.
supposedly nobody else offered him for some reason.
I hope he
Dude.
fucking.
Makes their team implode.
No, there's no way nobody else offered him. There's
That's what
absolutely.
they said.
there
Dude,
is-
he wants a ring. That's
There's
it.
absolutely no, like, every single team would have done that.
He's a 20 to 25 million a year offer. I mean,
Oh no, I think I've always been around the thing of like
he
Kevin
wants a
Durant.
ring.
Kevin
Yeah.
Durant and Curry could each be like, all right, we'll give you 10% of our endorsements if you come sign it for.
Here's
5
the
million."
thing, though.
You know what I mean? Like, why wouldn't you?
Are him and Draymond gonna be able to work together? Because they're both
Fuck no.
hotheads
Yeah,
on another
he's a-
level.
Oh, they're both gonna get kicked out.
Boogie's
Of
an
the
ultimate.
Dude,
hothead.
Boogie's the biggest baby I've ever seen play NBA.
Yeah.
Oh, he's definitely up there, the top 5.
Yeah.
That's-
All right, dudes, I got to roll.
All right, well, we'll just shut it down. We're at
We did an hour and a
125. Yeah, we're good. I told them. We
We
did
owed
it.
the people. We owed the people from our bullshit episode last.
What did we talk
Thursday.
about first? Yeah, Birds was there, but he was not there.
Kyle caught him twice, just like looking at another screen, and he was like, "Burns." Oh, sorry. I'm gonna be honest. I wasn't listening.
Yeah. Well,
What-
he's like, what? I'm like, what did I just say? He's like, I don't know.
know.
All right,
are we-
let's
what are we
what can we
titling?
title it?
What did we
can
talk
title
about
it?
first, Colby?
We went into I don't
Cancer?
even remember. Yeah, well, we're talking about field turf, but that's not a good one. Let's oh man, what did we talk about?
I talked about something important at the beginning.
Yeah, you had a good little rant going.
Yeah, whatever. I'll look at it and see what we talked about. See you guys later. See you Thursday. Bye.
Hit me with the stuff.
Bye. Okay. All right, bye.